All right, guys, welcome back to the Imaxit YouTube channel. I'm your host, JD. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and definitely subscribe. For the persons that have become members of the channel, we really and truly appreciate you guys. All right, massive respect for that. For persons that want to become members, you have to just hit the join button, and then YouTube will lead you down that road. So as you could see by the title, we are going to be discussing the preliminary rastas in general. So we have to ask the questions like how hard you think it will be for Jamaica slash Hallgrimsson going in. So what we have to do, we have to find out what is the preliminary rasta, what is the meaning of that, and then after that now, then we can be closer to the difficulty that Jamaica will actually face. All right, yes. And for person that put super chats along the videos, it will be only read out in one little part because YouTube give us a feature where in which we can go through all the super chats at once. So we don't have to break the conversation. So hope you guys do understand because some people listen the videos as podcasts and we want to make sure everyone has the best experience possible. All right. So let me just big up people first before we get into the statements recorded by Concacaf so you could know what the prelim means. All right, i.e., if you can get players additional after listed, how much you have to list because I heard people asking me if everyone has 50 players and are 60 players. No, that's not the case. So let me just go through it and let you know. So we have John Powell. Good morning, good morning to everyone coming in. If you could hit the like button, let me rush to 100 or 200. It would be nice because it will help the algorithm to push the video out to say that this is meaningful. All right. Property for sale. Thanks Abino being here. That DNA said up and early JD. Yes, I'm at my spot. Makes no need for me to wait at particular time because I don't do it for views. I do it for educational purpose, and the information will be here. Wayne Evans, big up yourself, and Drea, big up yourself. So let we go through the paper right here. All right. So they said 2023 Concacaf Gold Cup preliminary rosters announced. All right, and that was on the 1st of June 2023. All players in the final 23 roster must come from the preliminary list. So all players coming from the final roster must, which is 20, which is maximum 23. So you get your answer right there. It's only, you can only name 23 players. All right, and included that 23 players, it has to be mandated 3 goalkeepers. So you only have 20 outfield players to name. So when we are doing our selection out of the pool, you can always be more accurate in your dotted down of players. All right. The 25 men's senior national teams participating in the 2023 Concacaf Gold Cup have submitted their preliminary rosters ahead of the start of the competition on June 16th. The 17th edition of the Confederation flagship competition for men national teams will be played between the 16th of June to the 16th of July. And most of those games will be prelim games to make the rest of the groups. So that's why they started from the 16th, and you're wondering why Jamaica playing the 20 plus, the 24 to be exact. All right. And will crown region best national team. The rosters have been selected and submitted by each of the teams and are published as such. To be eligible to play in the 2023 Gold Cup, all players are subject to a must fully comply with the criteria stipulated in the applicable FIFA players eligibility regulation. All right. The 2023 Gold Cup prelims will take place between June 16th to 20, as what I've said, at DRV PNK Stadium, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and will include 2 direct elimination rounds. For round 1, the 12 participating teams were divided into 6 pairing after single match elimination play. The 6 match winners will advance to round 2, and 3 round round two matchups, winners will advance to the 2023 Gold Cup. So any one of the groups that you do follow, if you're coming from a different country, and you saw that prelim 9 or 7, that's how that procedure goes. All right. Group stage actions will take place between June 24th to July 4th and will feature 16 nations divided into 4 groups. After round robin play, the 2 top finishers in each of the groups, 8 teams will advance to the knockout stage. The knockout stage will be comprised of quarterfinals to be played on July 8th and 9th, semifinals on July 12th, and our final of Sophie Stadium on Sunday, July 16th. So what we got from this now, guys, the importance of the prelim means that once you list them, you have to get the 23 from it, and you can't add nobody to the squad after that. You have to flat out, you have to get your 23 from it. So it's very, very much important how you name it. And it's up to 60 you could have named, but not mandated to name 60. So you could have named from 23 players up to 60. So it's not mandated to name 60. So I heard people running with this narrative of it had to be 50 players. No, it could have been up to 60 players, but it could have been as low as 23 players. All right? Yes. But obviously, if you have injuries or anything, you want to make sure you have room to select from it. So naturally, people would have added up to 27, minimum 27. And if you want to go as long as 60, you could go there. All right? So that is the situation. What we're going to do now, we are going to talk about the teams that Jamaica will face, and also teams that they could possibly face, and we have to calculate it based off the strength of that team. We have Nicaragua and we have United States surety and possible Curacao because we did the strength. All right, so we're going to stop it there. Go to the comment section and bless you guys up. All right, so we have Dr. Dryfoot in the chat. Massive respect. Thanks for being here. Then we have Chevron Peart, our brother. Hope all is well with you and your family. Osh Poppy said, bless up to you. Football Global, the same. Martin, up. J. Ross, how you doing, man? Hope all is well. And if anyone pull out, you have to pick from the pool. Yes. You cannot go out of the persons that you have selected. Period. Nothing. You can't unless if 50 people injured, which is ridiculous. You couldn't have a list of 50 players and then you need to pick 23 from it, and then you can't find a replacement out of the rest of the players. You understand me? So that's why it makes sense to list up to 35 players if you're not sure if players could be injured. All right? Yes. So what we're going to do, we're going to go through the United States roster for you to show you the strength. Obviously, you know that United States could name a lot of players. All right, but remember they have 2 competitions. They have the next round of the Nations League, which we never qualified for because we drew with Mexico. We needed a win to advance. All right, so they are in that, so they have to split their squad, but they still have to keep both squads strong because they don't have the necessary games like what we would have, like what we do have to qualify for the World Cup, because they are hosting the World Cup, so it's automatical for them to be qualified. So that kind of aunt them and cost them a little bit more. All it could cost them less is for them to make sure they utilize these games as the actual getting ready for the tournament. So they are going to use all of the competitions coming up for the tournament. You get me? And they don't have to pay for so much friendlies. So anyways, let me get the names for you. Paul Ariola from FC Dallas, United States. All right, so that shows you that it's a mixed squad already because their plan was to use the strongest street team. So Ariola from United States. Brendan Harrison from Leeds United in the Premier League. They got relegated, so they will be down in the championship this time around. Taylor Booth from FC Utrecht, Netherlands. John Brooks, Taylor Booth from FC Utrecht. Tyler Boyd from LA Galaxy. John Brooks from Hoffenheim, Germany. Gianluca Busio from Venezia, Italy. Drake Kalinda from Inter Miami, United States. Joao Cardoso from Internacional, Brazil. Luca de la Torre from Celta Vigo in Spain. So they have a lot of strong players on it. Jeremy coming in from San Jose Earthquakes. Jesus Ferreira from FC Dallas, United States. Marlon Fossey from Standard Liège, that's Belgium. Julian Grizel from Vancouver Whitecaps. Cade Cowell from San Jose Earthquakes. Matthew Appy from Hibernian from in Scotland at this point. Jonathan Gomez from Real Sociedad, Spain. Sean Johnson from Toronto FC, Canada. Dejan Jones coming in from New England. Richie Ledesma coming in from New York City FC, United States. Brooke Lennon coming from Atlanta United States. Weston McKennie, sorry, coming in from Leeds. We just talked about them. Aaron Long coming from LAFC, United States. Mark Mackenzie coming from Genk in Belgium. Matt Miazga coming in from FC Cincinnati. Georgie coming in from AZ Alkmaar, Netherlands. Shaquille Moore coming in from Nashville, United States. Aiden Morris coming in from Columbus Crew. And Jordan Morris coming in from Seattle Sounders FC. So the United States squad has been mixed. United States based squad has been mixed with USA players and then the rest of the world. So it's not a weak squad, it's still a stronger squad than what they had last season. Because last time when they won it, they did it with solely MLS players. All right, and this time around they did it with they are going to do it with a mixture of strong their main, some of their main players like Weston McKennie, Aronson. They will be a part of it. All right, yes. So they have a lot coming from overseas to mix with the core in the MLS. All right, so that's how it's going to set. So for me, it's not the strongest United States squad, but it's strong enough because we had fitted a strong team the last time, and they defeated us just the same with MLS players. So now they have world level players just like ourselves. To be honest, this team is equally as good as our team now, but that is how good the United States team could be in the future. Because if you put Balogun and those guys, Pulisic on it, it just goes to astronomical level. It's going to be a market value over 350 million, 500 million, 400 million. That's how much of a quality team United States has. This team is still over 100 million at least, because even Cade Cowell and those little kids, they are still worth a lot of money just the same. All right, yes. So it's a quality team. And I would give it out of 10. I would give the strength of this United States team, because they have the possibility to go higher. I would give them a 6.5, 6 to 6.5 on strength. What you would have given them based on what you have heard me talk about, because we don't have any Pulisic on it, we don't have any Tyler Adams on it. So that drops off big time. You don't have a Tim Way on it. You don't have a Ricardo Pepe on it. So you realize that you keep on taking up bigger and bigger players. You don't have a Robertson. You don't have a Dest on it. You understand me? So you have a lot of players off. So 6 to 6.5 because it's a region and the strength of their team. That does not say they have a weak team because this team is just as strong as Jamaica team. The strongest possible team that Jamaica could pick. It's as strong as them right now. That's how strong United States team is. But that tells me if Jamaica team, strongest team that they could pick, would be as strong as this team, just the same. It shows me that the expectations, if their expectation is to win the Gold Cup, our expectations should be considered to win the Gold Cup as well. You understand me? So no excuse. But we are going to get to that part. All right. Let me hear what people says on that side. Jero says so when a man a come tell we say some man name only there to full up space are rubbish. Yes, that is absolutely garbage. It literally stayed there. If people read more, they would have literally read it to say that you could have named from 23 players to 60. So you never needed 50 players. You understand me? You never needed it. They listed it because they want to list it. So if players don't turn up via two route, they don't turn up themselves, or you say that they are not available, and you can pick from the same list. All right, I had to put that in it because I had past experience that guys said that they weren't called, i.e., Amari Bell and those guys, and and we got it as facts because they confronted the people that told us that they weren't committed, and they had to backtrack. You understand me? So we have the proof from that side, but we are not going to lament. We're not going to lament on that too much. We're going to move away from it. That we can finish up the stream because the stream should be no longer than an hour. All right. Martin says 6.5 property for sale says 6. Roland Malcolm, how you doing, man? Hope all is well with you and the family. Those guys are on it, JD. Read further. Okay, they're on it further. All right. So maybe I've mistaken something. So I'm going to go for the extra list then because Siobhan said more is on it. All right. 1 second. I'm trying to get my internet on because my internet gave me a little bit of problem. All right. All right. So Siobhan is right. They added, yeah, they have 2 page. They have 2 page as well. Sorry about that. Let me give you the next page. A lot of guys are still off it, even included the next page. Jalen Neal, Keaton Parks, Acosta, Paxton, Giovanni Reynolds, Miles Robinson, Eunice Musa, Roldan, James Sons, Scally, Alan, Eric Brown, Francis, Timothy, Till. Okay, so why is it their name look like that? Unless they don't have the right name. Matthew Turner, Brandon Vasquez, Ricardo Pepe. So Ricardo Pepe is on the list. Timothy Way, Balogun, Christian Pulisic. All right, so you still have a few off the list, but you have those guys that I just talked about. So thanks for the correction right there. Let me try and get this shared right here for you. 1 second, guys. I'm just trying to share this so I can turn it off. 1 second, yeah. Big up yourself, Lance Blake. Thanks for being here. Our midfield is what? So if we're gonna add the second page on it, United States has to go up to a 10 then. Has to go up to a 10 then. Revised list, no, it has to go up with a 10 then. Maybe they left off 2 players that you would have worried about, and they added more MLS players in it. But it has to go up to a 10 because those guys are included. 1 second, guys. I'm just trying to share the video so others can get a chance to come in the live. Yes. So 90 minutes, you have 75 here. If you could take your time and just find the like button, that would be definitely helpful. Okay. Yes. So if we can get to 100 likes in the hour, that would be definitely helpful. Yes. So thanks for passing through. If you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe. Okay. 1 second. I'm just trying to share this link. Yes. All right. So for me, as I said, um, it's a 10. I still give it a 10 in this region. They are very strong. They're a very strong team. They're a very strong team. So I give it a 10 right there. All right. A 10 for United States. So that just upped our difficulty for our team. Tyler Adams is out injured for the longest while for Leeds. I know that as well. But we still have to give the persons the information of the quality of the players that is not on the list. Despite those played, I have a feeling we will be at them, providing we are disciplined. But I'm not talking about that, I'm not talking about that as yet. I have to just name the quality of the players them and give my ratings. All right. All CONCACAF teams submit a 60-man roster. That is not accurate, Travis. That is not accurate. We have the entire roster here. You can select up to 23 to 60. Um, Pretty much none of the teams submitted 60 players. It ranged from 25 players up to 50 players. Jamaica is amongst the most uploaded, but none of them submitted 60 players because more likely they don't even need to have 60 players there because they have dispersed their players around numerous competitions. Remember, United States have players in the U20s as well. You understand me? So they throw them off in all different competitions. Some going to the Nations League that won't come into the Gold Cup because some will be tired as well. You understand me? So that's how they do it. So no, it's not mandated to have 60. Not even Jamaica listed 60 either, Travis. So I guess you get some wrong information there. But not even Jamaica listed 60. But let me move on from the United States. I gave United States a 10 with their roster because they are that strong with quality players. What you could do for me, give me your ratings if you're rewatching the video because I know a lot of you guys rewatch the video. So let me know your thoughts, how much you would give the strength of the United States team. I had made some correction because I never saw the second page for United States. And all of those guys that I talked about, that is questionable. Remember, it still can be, they are not going to be featured, but they are on this list. So for this roster, we are going to be possible having the strongest team from United States, not like the previous years. The previous years, it was all MLS players, excluding all the big players them. And they still won the competition. So I have to give them a 10 on the back of that. All right? Yes. So now we have to go to Nicaragua because those are the teams that we will be facing. And then we will go to Curacao. Okay? All right. So that's a United States. That's a United States. They have not listed 60 players either. All right. So let me get the other teams. Trinidad and Tobago, not necessary to us. Suriname, not for today. We need Nicaragua to tell you where those players are coming from because we tend to think that Nicaragua is poor. Nicaragua has a good league that they are improving in and they are getting players. They are trying to recruit as well. So yes, this is Nicaragua's list. Let me give it to you right here. So we have Ayla Lopez from Managua in Nicaragua. Um, Salan Dia come from Real Estel in Nicaragua. Devron Fox is coming from Acotal in Nicaragua. Douglas Forvis, he is coming from in Nicaragua as well. Miguel Rodriguez is coming from in Nicaragua as well. Then you have Mikael Ortega, he's coming from Flower City Union FC USA. So that is one of their recruits so far. All right. Christian Reyes is coming from Municipal from Costa Rica. That's the next import as well. Christian Gutierrez coming from Nicaragua. Joel Abando, Nicaragua. Eric Teles, Nicaragua. Francisco, Nicaragua. Henry Nino, Nicaragua. Justin Cano, Nicaragua. Kevin Serapio, Nicaragua. Luis Capite, Nicaragua. Melvin Hernandez, Nicaragua. Ronald Lopez, Nicaragua. Perez, Nicaragua. Michael Glaser, United States. That's Monterey Bay FC, United States. Jack Quijano, coming from Nicaragua. Francisco Flores, Nicaragua. Jeffrey Chavez, Nicaragua. Marlon Lopez, Nicaragua. Jason Ingram, he's coming from Costa Rica. Santos, that is. Acevedo, coming from Nicaragua. Pablo Rodriguez, coming from Costa Rica. Baez, coming from Nicaragua. And let me continue. Nicaragua. Costa Rica, Brazil. All right, so it's a mixture between Costa Rica, United States, Brazil, and Nicaragua. That is how the Nicaraguan side range their squad. All right, most of these players, I have to do more research on them to see how good of a player they are. The way they play football, I got to say that they are not a bad team. That's one thing we could say. They are not a bad team. All right, they are not a bad team at all. I think they are one of the better pressing teams in the entire competition. They do work as a team, so you have to show them massive respect on that side. All right. Yes. Let me continue. Maybe the coach selected 30, but the JFF threw on 30 more. But they don't have 60 players there. That's what I'm saying. It's not 60 players either. I'm gonna count the players, but it's not 60. Big up Omar Fowling. Hope all is well with you and the family. Yes, and I never built this video to attack the JFF, so I don't need anybody to come at me on that. I'm just asking how the difficulty how the difficulty for Jamaica and Mr. Hallgrimsson. So we have to look through the guys them that we have to play at least in a group stage, because those are games that we're sure of. All right. I think we will see the coach's selection based on the players that makes the Austria playing. That is true. All right. But what happened to the players that can make the Austria trip? But because make the Austria trip, which make the Austria trip, but because they just play their finals, they might be a little bit tired and they have to come in camp a little bit later. What happened to that? Because that can be a thing as well, you know. You get me? Because if Mikel Antonio and those guys play their finals, which I think they should be able to make it. They should be able to make it. So it should be okay. I hope the coach used Bobby Reed in attack, mid with Jonathan Russell and Daniel Johnson behind. All right, so let me go through the Jamaica squad now, because we don't have to do the Curacao squad as yet. Once you show off that final team, we are going to go through it. Nicaragua, I would put Nicaragua's threat at a solid 6, because Nicaragua, if you don't get it together, they will beat you, because they come every single time being organized, and their pressing system is one of the most elite pressing system. I never said the quality of the players are on par with us, but if we are just throwing players together and we don't have the chemistry, Nicaragua could be a tough out for you, and you know how those teams goes. So I will give their difficulty a 6 and United States difficulty a 10. So we're going to get into the Jamaican best 23 that you would be feeling comfortable to say that that should be good enough to qualify, even if Curacao makes it through. All right. Where is their domestic league rated? Their domestic league rated, I have to go for it and show you that, but I don't have it on me now. But remember now, the ratings for domestic leagues are coming from a long time. So to some teams will rate highly because they're on the map for a long time. Because Damrep League is not rated as dominant as how they should, because they have just started to pump money in it. You understand me? Whilst Jamaica's league is around for a long while. So the points that Jamaica accumulates, it's way more than Damrep. But that would not tell you the true story of the talent of Damrep League and also the talent of 80s League, because Violet beat Jamaica's team the last time around and went through to be the champions, and not just be the champions, they defeated MLS teams and also won against a Liga MX team. So ratings don't tell you the truth, and that's what I don't like when people just make a short version video and don't give you no story to it. You don't get the true information behind it. All right. If it's over a 1 year bracket, Violet will be the best team. Cibao will be considered as one of the highest rated teams in our region. You understand me? Yes. Higher than a lot of Premier League teams, JPL Premier League teams. All right. So that's how it would have worked if it was off of a 1 year basis. So you can't use that to rank Nicaragua's league when I just told you they're investing in their leagues now. You get me? Yes. Jamaica Team League is around for a long time. All right. Let me drop the link for the video. So if people want to come on for the additional hour, that would be acceptable. All right. Yes. So let me drop the link. All right, guys. And make sure to smash the like button. As you come in, let me aim to at least over 100 on this video. As I've said, I can't go over a certain time. All right. The only issue for me is to see how the midfield lines up. Our goals gets 10, defense get 9, forwards get 10, midfield get 6. Okay, we're gonna get to it. We're gonna pick a 23. USA 10, Nicaragua 7.5. All right. No matter who JFF throw in the coach, the coach will pick from the 30. The coach will pick from who is available. For who is available, all right, or who is perceived to be available. All right, yes. All right, let me get it right here. Let me get right here. Who is that? Martin, join us. All right, so let me get Martin on the stream. All right, 1 second, layouts. All right, we wanted to go to the Jamaican team, and then we pick the best 23. All right, yes. All right, so go ahead, Martin. How are you doing?
Yeah, man, JD, I'm there, man, and big up the chat and
what ratings you give the Jamaica squad? Because we're gonna get into getting the best 23 from defense to attack. Remember, it's mandated to be three. It's mandated to be three goalkeepers, so you only have 20 outfield players. All right. Yes.
Yeah.
So that's what we're gonna do for the next 30 minutes. But give your thoughts and your fast reaction. All right. And what you thought about the squad and yeah.
Okay, so our 50 player, about 50 player.
Yes, around that, yeah.
Well, my point of view, to be honest, JD, based on football, I see some name because I'm gonna really understand how they make the squad, but true, and it wrong because as we said this morning, if a man drop out, most likely are them people they will go bounce back pan, which that's my biggest problem. If that are the case and that are the reason are the list of this list, may have a question how some people make the squad. But as I say now, to focus on attacking the player, them yeah, focus on the list. So me can see a 23-man squad, and based on the 23-man squad, or we can pick from the list. When I give Jamaica, based on my 23 squad, we made a pick, I give my squad a 9.
A 9.
Based on the only thing we say would have beat right now are the chemistry, but the quality of the player them we're gonna have available. And the last match when we say Jamaica fight, if them come with that same fighting spirit there and the two or three missing pieces we miss, we say a 9, not a 10, because US
big boss, the audio play up, so just jump off the stream and jump back on because the audio play up.
My one.
Yeah, you're in a play up. So just do it and just jump back on, and then we can start the actual best 23 where we would be satisfied with. Yeah, Pastor, go ahead, bossy. Go ahead. How are you doing?
Well, JD, I rated the US squad that was submitted. So my rating for Jamaica would be for the squad that is submitted and not the 23 that we will select. I gave the Nicaraguan squad a 7.5 I would use your rating for Nicaragua for Jamaica because Jamaica does not have the kind of chemistry background with this squad that a Nicaragua would possess. So I would say Jamaica is at a 6.5. This is the squad, not the possibly best.
Okay, so you're giving the squad 6.5.
Yes, not
No,
the
so what?
possible 23 or
But faster,
26.
faster, faster. So what? So the 30 quality players in that squad that you saw does not give you over 6.5.
If you're going to half all of those 30 players by the additional 21 that is there, that's where you drop down to 6.5. If you take a squad of 30,
I agree with
that
but faster.
squad would be rated 9.5, 10.
Okay,
But
so
I'm not dealing
okay. So you're going off the brick. So you're saying that the Alvas Powell, the Junior Flemings, and the JPL players them bring
all
it
of
down to
that diminish
6.5.
it. Yeah,
Oh
all of that
wow!
diminish
All
it
right.
to
So,
6.5.
so guys, you agree with Pastor? Pastor saying he would have given the squad a 9.5, but because of those additional players, he's not going to give it so high. He's going to drop it down to 6. I would give it if you're going to rate the entire squad, I would give it a 7.5 to 7.5 because the additional players do bring it down for real. But I would give it a 7.5 from my standpoint. We're going to get into rating the squad itself, guys. We are going to be rating the squad, the possible 23, and that will get a higher mark. You get me? But if you want to give comment on what Pastor said, no problem. Bless myself, Marcelo, massive respect. Thanks for being here, Kevin. Massive respect. Julie said, whisper on any 22. We will get into that right after. Oh, Umzo, bless myself. How you doing, man? Ebert, how you doing, man? JD, I heard the sports news on Area FM, and they say it will be a 26-man squad for the Gold Cup. It only can be a 23-man squad because that's what the Gold Cup says. So I don't know how Jamaica will get 26 man on it. Ebert, you understand me? Because they said that's what they want, unless you're gonna include the actual reserves as well, which I am not gonna talk about because they said 23 man, and the 23 man is the 23 man that will make the bench and also the squad. All right, if you want to add the reserves them in it, you add the reserves them in it as well. Taj Mahal, how you doing? Hope all is well with you and the family. Then we see Detonation. Big up yourself. Thanks for being here, Pastor. Your sound. Put the volume down. All right. Let me get it. Chris Smith, big up yourself. Joseph said, bless up, JD, just reach. I'll give the squad a 6 out of 10 due to, oh my God, so people actually agreeing with Pastor. Wow. Wow, so people actually agreeing with Pastor. I never knew that. 6 out of 10 due to all the other names. Okay, okay, no problem. So let me get straight. Let me drop the link again. So maybe if our brother Martin want to come on, he could get a chance to come on because we don't have long. So we want to make sure everyone get a chance to come on. All right, so let me give you the goalkeepers now, guys. Let me get into the facts. The goalkeepers now on the listing. We have Corey Adai as a goalkeeper. We have Andre Blake as a goalkeeper. We have Boyce Clark as a goalkeeper. We have Amal Knight as a goalkeeper. We have Jamali Waite as a goalkeeper. And I have missed one goalkeeper. And we have Foster, Kemar Foster as a goalkeeper. Who would be your mandated 3 goalkeepers? You have to have 3. You have to have 3. So who would be the mandated 3 for you? All right. Obviously, Andre Blake pick himself. So it doesn't matter what you think. Andre Blake picks himself. All right. Yeah. Andre Blake picks himself. All right. Yes. So Andre Blake pick himself. So who would be your next 2? We have Martin here. Martin. Out of all those goalkeeper, Corey Adai, Amal Knight, Connor Boyce Clark, Foster. Who will be your 2 other goalkeepers from Andre Blake? Because I have Andre Blake on it.
Well, JD, this I want to toughest one to me right now, with the addition, I believe Corey Adai, at the
Mm-hmm.
addition.
Yeah, Koi addition. Yeah, Connor Boys Clark had the addition to it
Wait
as
did it
well.
right? Wait did it?
Wait did as well. Amal
Oh
Knight,
God.
which is a long servants to you.
Yo, JD, this the other addition because me they have weight Cannabis Scott and Blake, but with other addition now, it kind of sticky because I'm a really good keeper. But me I go stick with when me have at first, cause me believe say Cannabis as we are look for. So me hear people say young player the coach I look for. So for him for the golden start, him are the youngest, so him must be on the list cause we are look for the future, right?
So Connor
So
Boys
really
Clark.
are between Wait and Adai, but Wait impress way in a Trinidad
Yes.
and Mexico.
So no Amal Knight. No Amal Knight.
No, no man, no, I'm all night at this time. I'm all night. I want good servant because him did play good in a the Suriname and
Yes,
the
the
home
double
game with
Suriname
Mexico.
games then, yeah.
Him save we
Yeah.
because no people not talk about that and you have to give the man him respect. But I saw it go JD as a coach, me act like a coach now you have to make hard decisions. So
All right.
it's Wait, Boys and Adai. If them have say them put some reserve, say them I bring about 3 more or 4 more man if any of them man they get injured.
Okay.
That keeper there, the fourth
We
one,
put
the additional will be
we
there.
talk about the reserves then. We will
All
talk
right,
about
so my three
reserve
that then.
later. So
That am my three.
yes, Wait and Clark. Those are the two you go with.
Yeah, man, I'm Blake.
Let me get you the chat. Graham says Wait and Clark as well. Kouani, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Chris Smith, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Guys, get involved, man. All right. Island Card says Wait and Clark pick themselves. Okay, wow. And Travis says Blake, Wait, and Boys Clark. So nobody picking Knight. Wow. Travis, really? And you advocate for JPL players so long, and the man play good at JPL, play good for Jamaica, and then get a move, and then Travis out here now pick 19 in team. All right, Travis. Give me an answer to why you don't pick Knight in the team. I think Jamaica do Knight a bad service still, you know. I've always talked about it, you know. Jamaica do Knight a bad service. I'm very sorry. I have always advocated that the guy did well, and Jamaica don't do him a good service. Obviously, I know that Boyce Clark is one of a big. He's a big prospect. He's one of the big prospects that Jamaica has, and we have to keep him because you never may know how he's going to really jump off the train. So that is true. But I think we do Knight a bad service still. That's all I'm saying still because he did kept us in a lot of time, a lot of games when we never had no backups. So we have a leader in the house, and we have pastor. So pastor, give me your two fast so we can bring in leader. Because remember we have limited time, you know. Guys,
JD,
1 second, pastor. Guys, get the lights over 100 fast so we can have the visibility, and we can continue the show. Yeah, go ahead, pastor. Go ahead. Let's give it the name.
JD, this is the best problem that Hallgrimsson has since he arrived in Jamaica. It is not at this time. If the two goalkeepers that you're going to pick with Andre Blake, I hope the likes of Foster, Amal Knight, and Adai don't feel that they were left out of a team. We have a long way to go, and the coach will see the quality of the goalkeepers and rotate them. I believe if I was in the shoes, that's what I would do. But for this first assignment, I would go with Waite and Clark. But the goalkeeping pool is the best position in Jamaica's football team right now. We are stacked.
Okay, all right. We're gonna bring leader now. Data Nation said one night ago, kiss my teeth. Travis says I'm a night a rubbish goalie. Him no good. Okay, all right, cool. I think we do him a little bit too harsh because him kept Jamaica in a game when we couldn't get all our big players them. You understand me? Did JFF repost the squad after taking it down? I don't know, but we are just dealing with Concacaf. Concacaf don't need no arms, don't need nothing from JFF. You get me? They own JFF. All right. So from where deal with Concacaf, we don't really care what JFF. If them could have reposted 65 million times, we don't care. Yes. Leader. Good afternoon. How are you doing? Good morning, I should say. How
Yeah,
you doing,
man.
man?
It's morning where I am right now, man.
Yeah, man. Almost 3 o'clock for me.
Okay.
Yes. So yeah, jump in the conversation. What you made of the squad and how you would have started your three best goalkeepers.
Okay, look here. I
Be
agree with
careful
Pastor.
because you are in football. You will get beat up from the man them.
No, hey, I never want to go there, because every now and again when I make certain statements, some people carry them back. So we're not even going to go there. This is just on the squad. Oh, my
Mm-hmm.
audio is, by the way. My audio not
Yeah,
give me
my
a
audio
problem.
is perfect. Yeah, audio is perfect.
Okay.
We're hearing well.
Anyway, quick. The first thing that I agree with Pastor is that the goalkeeper, why the goalkeeper is one of the places. Hold on, give me a
All right, all right. So we have to leader came on the show, but he's a businessman. You know. All right, Pastor. I am sure the coach of 35 players who is intent to work with. I'm cooking curry goat and I have cow and pig in the pen. Okay, all right, all right. All right, so we will bring back leader for later. Agree, JD, about your statement on night. Yeah, I'm just trying to ask the questions. Why are we just so ready to throw away people? You know, but Pastor deal with it as well. Travis was a bit harsh on night. He just wanted to throw him away and just pick the other players them because they are big names and obviously they are very good. So that is true. I agree with Travis. I agree with Travis three, but it's just how Travis deal with the next guy. You never know if the guy will go to the USL and kick on and be better than who he was from before. So you have to make sure the way how you deal with him as well. Amal Knight and Adai can't make this squad. All right. So everyone is Wait, Connor Boys, Clark, and Blake. Those are your three, and nobody else is a war. All right. I get you guys. I get you. All right. JD Knight not ready for international football. All right. But Jevis, you cannot fight me to say that the man keep Jamaica hopes alive in the Nations League. All right, we're not gonna talk about him throwing the one goal and all sorts of story. Him saved 55 other goals. All right, so I agree with you, Travis. I agree with your list. I'm just saying that we have to show them a little bit more respect, but because they did their job. Claudia Fletcher, bless up yourself. Thanks for being here. Alex Brown said the only game that night play good, he still made a mistake against Suriname. I know that's what you guys have the man up for, but he saved 55 million other chances. You understand me? All right. Marlon, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. All right. Okay. You see, I know. That's how you guys rate people. Wow. So if the man is throwing the other goals, them, we should have scored. All right. Not give away the goal and save the free kick. All right. See. Oh my. All right. You know what? Let me move on. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree. I agree with you. All right. So that's the three goalkeepers. So we have 20 other players to name, and we have limited time to name the other 20. So let me go with our four centre backs. We have to have four centre backs out of the 20. So four centre backs out of the 20. Give me your four centre backs in the chat, guys. Just give me your four centre backs in the chat. Ethan Pinnock. We don't even have the question. Ethan Pinnock. And I think at this point, even though I think players are there equally as good as Damian Lowe, I think you can't question Damian Lowe inclusion this time. I think in the future when these guys get more experience, you can question, you can put them up against Damian Lowe. But at this point, no, Damian Lowe, Ethan Pinnock makes the first two spots. Let me give you the centre backs them that we have. We have on the list. We have Ethan Pinnock, Damian Lowe, Lati Bodier, Wes Hardin. Then we have our brother, which is older. Mariapa. We have King. We have Hector on the listing, and we have Bernard on the listing. All right, so we have Bernard on the listing as well. But you can put them. You can put. Let me make it five. Let me make it five because Wes Hardin and those guys are right back as well. So let me make it five. So let me make it five centre backs. Five centre backs. All right, just to make sure we don't leave out super quality players. All right. So let me your five centre backs. Add one more on it. So Ethan Pinnock and Damian Lowe makes the cut
Yeah, man.
off the rip. All right. So go ahead Go ahead, Martin. Your five centre backs.
Yeah, so as I said, Ethan make it
Ethan and Damian
low.
Lowe. Yeah,
Yeah.
because Damian Lowe is a long serve and he
Latibadier
has
for
experience.
sure.
Lati
Latibadier
Bodier
for
in.
sure.
Lati Bodier in. All right.
I don't see King on making it at this time right now because
Mm-hmm.
just get a contract might be one soaking, but based on the level, we have so much quality we exceed him. So King would have offer me. So it'd be name the list again, JD. So we have
Lati Bodier, you picked him already. You have Bernard. You have Wes Hardin. You have Mariapia. You have King.
so it would have to be Bernard and West Harding
So
because when
Bernard.
I see Mariapia give good service for over the years when we are watch national team and respect for him. But for the 23-man squad, and I say no one going at the reserves, so we not touch this. But for the 23-man squad, that would have my be my choice. So Bernard, West Harding, Lati Badir, King and Low. So that are my five.
No, well said, very good five, and most of the people giving the same five. Shamar said Wes Hardin never impressed me. A right back for Jamaica yet. Okay, but he play centre back for Jamaica as well too. Yeah. Yannick Graham said Pinnock, Damian Lowe, Wes Hardin, Latibadier, and Bernard for youth experience. So no King in their squad. Travis, give me your full thing. All right. Travis, give your full listing of defenders. Leave the drama alone, Travis. You said you want no drama, so let we stay on the football. All right. So give me your five centre backs, please. All right. Let we stay on football. Let we have proper streams on football. All right. So Pastor, go ahead with your five centre backs.
Pinnock, Low, Latibodier. I am not picking Wes Harding because Wes Harding is my right back.
No, yeah, Pastor, if you put him in the right back, even in a centre back pool, just put him in. Does that make life difficult? Just pick the damn player if you pick the damn player.
No, I don't want to pick him there because I'm carrying five, so I'm saving him for the right back. I'm carrying Bernard, Latibodier, Pinnock, Low. If we don't get Hector, I am going with Mariapa.
But Pastor, you just all extend our page. We said pick five centre backs. We name the players a centre back. Simple. Pick the five centre backs and stop make life hard, Pastor. And stop eating food ready with this with principle, Pastor. Good Lord.
I should not eat food.
No, you can't eat on the program. It's disrespectful to the viewers.
Okay.
And name the five, Pastor. You have the five centre backs.
Pinnock, Low, Deshaun Bernard, Latibodier, and Hector.
So Wes Hardin don't make a squad then, and in the first five. All right, no problem. All right,
as the centre back now.
all right, no problem. Cool. All right. Let me go through. Good day, Dr. Gigi. Thanks for being here, guys. Smash the like button as you come in, and people, you need to tell you how much likes the damn video is at, so we can ask for more likes. All right. So one to Bell. No, that is centre backs we were talking about just a while ago. Rupert, Nana, Hardin, Bernard, Latibodier. All right. Knight over Blake. Guys, there is no way Wes Hardin makes it in squad as a centre back. Bernard, Pinnock, Hector. Marlon, I think you disrespect is Wes Hardin too much as a centre back, brother. I think I don't think I as a centre back I don't think Lowe is better than him, and I don't think Hector is better than him. I'm gonna disagree with you strongly. I think you don't. The man play one of the best games for Jamaica as centre back as well too. So I think you're not giving him his credit. I think you're not giving him his credit. But I'm not going to argue with it. It is your five. It is your five. So that is for you, Marlon. So I have to fight with you, Marlon. All right. But that is for me. I am just fighting. All right. Yeah. So let me go to right back now. Right back. Right back. We are taking two right backs. Two right backs. All right. If two right backs. So Let me tell you what we have. The list what we have so far of players. We have Ethan Pinnock, Damian Lowe, Latibodier, Bernard, Wes Harding on the list. Andre Blake, Connor Boyce Clark, and Wait. All right. Yes. So we are moving to right back now. Pastor, go with the right backs them that you have. Two we are going to give you.
Lemba Kesey and Wes Harding.
Lembe Kesey and Wes Harding. So let me put Lembe Kesey because we have Wes Harding on the list as well. Guys in the chat, give your two right back as well. Martin, give your two right back because we're out here fighting here to pick the list.
All right, so me have Latibodier.
Yeah.
No, sir. Me have Lambo Kisa.
Yes.
Wolfsman. What the other right back option name, JD?
We have Brown, and because we already put in Wes Harding in, because it's only 20
me can't choose him.
People, one second. Let me explain to the people. We only have 20 spots.
20 spots, yeah.
20 spots. So I don't know why Marlon acting like because we put Wes Harding as a centre back, we have to use him. We only have 20 spots. So we pick 5 players as a centre back. We only put 5 players at the centre back. We have 15 more spots, and we don't have no midfielders, or no wingers, or no strikers. So we have to be very.
Yeah.
Yes.
So name them for me, JD.
So we have Lambekisa. We put him on the list already. We have Brown available on the list so far. We have Brown and Lambekisa on the list.
So who is the right back?
Maybe Staples. On the list, we have Staples on the list.
JD.
We have Albert Powell on the list. Listen. It's a list. We have Albert Powell, we have Staples, we have Brown, and we have Wes Harding. We have Lambekisa. That we have not listed down.
JD, Brown.
If you do it that way, JD, then I would only have one right back.
Yeah,
all
because
right. Thank you, Pastor. Thank you.
The Brown something sticky now, JD, because right now you have to pressure me for pick Brown, and me never have Brown in my 23.
And Martin, you see why I did not put Wes Harding in my centre back, because I wanted to carry the two. But if JD, taking into consideration what he's saying, which is true.
Pastor, what I'm gonna do then? I'm adding them as right back as well, right back, centre backs. Because even them coming as a right back, they are going to be having options to play centre back as well.
Yeah. So I agree with that.
So Latibodier and Wes Harding are right back, centre backs. All right, those are the two optional players.
Right, no problem. Changes there. May I say something quick? So if that is the case, me take out Wes Harding out of my centre back, put in Hector, and put Wes Harding and Latibodier.
So Hector add to your bunch of players, and Hector will be centre back and defensive central.
Right back. So that would have been my right back. Wolfman and Wes Harding for me.
Okay, so Hector centre back, defensive central, optional. Yeah. All right.
So that means we have 9 players already out of the 23.
Yes, we got 9 players. No, we got 10. We got 9 players. No, you put Hector and look what we have. We have 10 players so far. 3 goalkeepers. Then we have Ethan Pinnock, Damian Lowe, Latibodier, Bernard, Wes Harding, Lembekisa, Hector. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. All right. No. We need 30 more players now. We have 10 already, and that's just right back side. Dexter, Greg Lee, and Dexter. Travis says left bell play left back for Jamaica. This is not Luton, where he plays in a back. He plays left wing back for Luton, but he plays left centre back as well for Luton as well. But left wing back is his true position, but because they had added options, he plays even left midfield from time to time. Lafolo, JD, Brown still gets. I started the listing of players to give them the option to choose from. Maybe they are watching the JPL and Travis watches JPL, so he might want to have a JPL player in it. So we have to tell the people we can't go on and pick our team off the rip. All right. Powell. No. Oh God. Powell is on the list, and the guy is playing at high level competition. We have players on the list not playing nowhere on planet Earth, and you guys say them should make teams. So you can't tell me that we can't mention the player. um, 3 goalkeeper, 8 defenders, 5 midfielders, 4 wingers, 3 forward. Marlon, listen to me. Make a pick a team and stop bullying into what we are doing. We are pick a team. If you don't want to be a part of it, we are gonna have a different show for you. All right, and then I will challenge you. Cause you out here disrespect the centre back, and me gonna challenge
We
you
have 10
and
minutes.
right
Sorry,
have a career, Marlon.
side. We have 10 minutes. I may have
So,
work. But go
oh,
on
you
then.
have tennis. All right, let me go to the left back. Left back now. Who you have as a left back? We have Taxi, we have Gregory, and we have Amari Bell.
JD Gregory get a hard fight in the Mexico. The thing where the people them must say about the man, the thing where the club have to come out and defend the player. I have to. Gregory show me too much good performance. Even the 4-1 where we get, our 4-0 where we get in Canada. Him was like the best player upon the team. Him was like the best player and him always put out him all. So people are talking about commitment. This is a man when me see commitment. The man ever put out him all when he play for Jamaica. So Gregory for me and Bell pick himself. Come on, Bell pick himself.
All
So
right, so Bell
sorry,
and Gregory for you.
Taxi.
Me not give no justification. It is Bell and Lay.
Bell and Lee. So Marlon, give me a 2 left backs them where I bring now. Cause I want to see your 2 left backs them. All right. Lay and Bell. Taxi if any injury. So you take 3. Okay, so you take 2, but you say any you do so everybody has said that. So no man, no, we are pick 23 detonation. It's not a stress. All right, Bell and Lay. So we're gonna bring in the great leader. You missed half of the program so far. All right, guys, make sure we are already over 100 likes. Let me go to at least 150 because I'm giving the extra time. I'm doing 30 more minutes. So tell me how much likes on the video, people. All right, and make sure we go over 150. So give me your list so far, leader. Fast.
Okay, quickly. With the left back, I don't have any difference there. Amari Bell and Gregley.
Exactly.
I had missed out the back line. It picks itself. Blake, Connor Boyce, Clark, and Wait easily.
Yeah, yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. You went
Okay.
through the centers.
Yeah, the centre half's gone already too as well.
Oh well, I can tell you too. Pinnock, Low, right? Bernard, and Latibodir. That picks
Okay.
itself.
Yes.
With as
Right
much
back.
talent as King has, it can't get into this one.
All
And
right.
that one now,
Them a go
that's
clip
where
it.
it's
Them a go clip it here. You can get fired tomorrow.
anyway. Look
Leader,
here.
I'm afraid.
After that, now the person who has now been the heir apparent to the right back, Dexter Limbikisa.
Yeah,
He
right.
is going to hold that position for a long time. And
Where's
Wes
Harding?
Hardin,
Either Brown. Where's Harding or Brown?
Wes
Who you going
Hardin,
for?
Wes Hardin, no Brown. Brown
All right.
has, look here, I don't believe in long service awards there.
All right.
And I
Cool.
believe in that's one of the reasons why we had some people at that position past their best time. You understand?
Okay,
So
so Marlon claim here. Well, guys can go and sing Panley. Only way he will be in the squad over Taxi unless he injured. Marlon have madness here talk, Marlon. A madness here talk, Marlon. You must have a contract with Taxi. You must have a
taxi,
contract with Taxi.
No,
You must
Marlon.
have run. You must
no
have
long
run
service award.
Uber. You must
Never
have
did.
run Uber, Marlon. You must have run Uber. Yeah, let me continue. Let me continue. 'Cause I want to finish the squad. So the common says Amari Bell and Greg Lee. Not care if Marlon want eat it. We have burn out Marlon on the stream, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. So let me get in the midfield. People might burn out Marlon. Marlon, you can go and talk. The people might tell you what they want. So let me go into central. Let me tell you how much players we have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 we have. 12 we have. 12 we have so far. So we are going to midfield now. We start with leader. Midfield leader. We have to have at
Lead, let
least
me
3
start.
central
I'm gonna
midfielder.
jump off in a
Yeah,
fight.
man. Give your 3 central midfielder. Fast. Martin.
Name out the list. I know
We
say
have Robert Morrison. We have DJ. We have John Russell coming in, and we have Splat in the list as well.
Lord God.
Yes. So and then we have
All right,
JPL players.
Russell based on Russell performance and
Damian Phillips,
Ru-
Damario Phillips, I should say.
Russell,
If you want it,
I said 3, right? 3.
yeah, man, 3, but me I give you more. Me I give you more. Done.
Boy, Splat, no, Splat. Everybody about Ravel, but me see Ravel. Me don't see a player where we have a we don't have no player like Ravel. Me always go say that. Based on how the man play, at this time nobody no prove it like oh Ravel prove it such far. Him not playing a game. Splatter play right now, JD.
No,
He might get game.
Splatty has to impress the coach for him to get on the team. I think all the other guys are ahead of him
Right. So
at
if
this
that's
point.
like case, then Splat no Russell, DJ and Ravel the same three
All
way
right.
in Mexico.
All right, and that may go with as well too. I think that is a no-brainer still, but you will have people question, Pastor, who you go with for the midfield three? We have to pick three for central midfield because we are running down. We have 15 players
Russell,
up there.
Ravel, DJ.
All right, and same thing.
No. I'm going to
Okay.
tell you one of my picks actually withdrew. He was one of them that withdrew from the squad. I understand, but so at this stage, I'm going to go with DJ, Russell, Morrison, but I had Hector returning.
Yeah, but
I had Hector returning.
Hector on our list already.
No, they have said somebody had mentioned is that Hector has actually withdrawn from the squad,
keep
right?
him on
Because
the
saying he
list.
has vacation. So
Keep,
that's
keep
what
him on
has
the
been
list.
said.
Keep him on the list in this show until I verify that. All right? Yes. So
Yeah.
keep him on the list
Mm.
until I verify that. So Hector is in our list until we verify it. All right. All right. So that's our three central midfielders then. So now we'll go to left midfield. Let we pull left and right wingers. We have no left. We have to pull them. We have 15 players so far. We need at least six left and right midfielders. Let me go over the left side. Let me do the left different then. The left side attacking midfielders are attacking midfielders, left wingers, left midfielders, and left wing forwards. And so we have to name three over that side, and then we come over the next side. So who is our three left wingers naturally for you? We have Shamar Nichols who can go in that list if you want. We have Jamal Lowe can go in that list. Kaim Paris could go in that list. Would you use Cephas? Because Cephas can play as a striker on the left and right. So put Cephas on
Better
that
see
list as
today.
well. Put Cephas on the left hand side as well because we want to give him a possible chance of making it. If he goes over the right, he's not going to have much chance to make it. You understand? Yes, so over the left hand side, who would be your left hand side of wingers?
So JD so
You go first.
Leon because we have
Leon, now go over the right. He might go over the right because you know what.
where Damaria go on the right too.
Good
He
question.
might go over the right too as well. We'll put him over the right pool.
No,
Yeah,
sir.
because more give them opportunity to make a left pool. All right, then you know what? Let me pick.
Not
Yeah,
gonna.
then let me pick six
Not gonna
players
happen.
then. Let me just pool six players then.
Yeah,
If that's
with
the
the
way we're not gonna do it.
yeah,
Let me pick six players then, guys. Let me pick six players that we are gonna put in our attacking areas then. So we have Omari Hutchinson, Damari Gray, Liam Bailey, Jamal Lowe, Cephas, Kaim Paris, Shamar Nichols. Now take out Shamar Nichols then. So we have others in it then. Name your six players then you want before we go to our two main strikers.
JD, all right, me just a cut it short. I said the name are only Paris and Cephas now a fight for one spot for me.
So Bailey in I feel. Bailey in I.
Gray, Low, who is the call? Ochinso. Oh yeah man, Paris should have make it, so that's a 5 for me. Paris and I say 6. So who are the next two players them?
You have Cephas.
What you do with Bobby Reed?
Bobby Reed. Yes, Bobby Reed himself.
Yes, that's 6. So I don't know if I'm gonna take out Cephas or Paris, to be honest. But
so between Cephas and Paris.
Yeah, because the man the way.
And if you want to put Whisper in it as well, because I saw Dima said Whisper, so you can put Whisper in the mix as well. So Cephas, Paris or Whisper. Who we not going for, guys? Cephas, Paris or Whisper. That's what keep coming on to because you have Liam Bailey, Damari Gray, Jamal Lowe, Hutchinson, Bobby Reed.
It pick itself.
Me no
Leon
know who
Bailey.
I go get that extra spot there, no JD. Me I leave it to chat.
No man, the six there. No man, listen man. You
No
have
man, the
Gray.
six.
Gray pick himself,
Yes,
right?
Bailey pick
Low pick
himself.
himself.
Low pick
Low pick
himself.
himself.
Hutchinson pick
Reed pick
himself.
himself.
And Bobby.
Hutchinson
I
pick
find that.
himself.
I find that.
Bailey. And the person to sneak in for his debut, Ronaldo Cephas.
Okay, so no Paris. No Paris.
No
Okay,
Paris.
sell Paris is too much money. What kind of fraud
No
is?
Paris.
What kind
No
of
man,
fraud?
no man. Be honest, no, look
JD,
here. It might be based off of how they're doing Astra between Paris and Cephas, but for me right now, I'm going to go with Cephas. Because him have something
leader,
that yeah, man.
leader,
Yeah.
I am not agreeing with you. But leader, I say I am not agreeing with you. Just leave it at that. But at this time, I would, as the Hallgrimsson would need to say to Paris, we have a long way to go.
Okay.
So take a rest and let me see what Cephas have to offer with these big guys. Leader, don't shake your head. Me nah agree with you.
So what is
But
that?
as Cephas, no, leader. I am selecting Cephas as my six. But I am not agreeing with leader. No, leader.
Hold on. Hear the chat now. Two. Everybody agree with you in the chat, but you have Jilly says Whisper off a play. Dima says one Whisper, and then Taj Mahal says me bring Whisper over Jamal Low. Taj Mahal, I think Jamal Low play better for Jamaica than Leon Bailey. In the next games, them. That would have been.
Don't say your thing, JD. Don't say your thing. Don't say your thing.
No Jamal Low play for Jamaica better than
The
Leon Bailey.
evidence is clear.
So that is a flat out bias. I think you have to pick Whisper over Leon Bailey. If you want to pick somebody, I Leon Bailey, if you pick over Whisper. No, Whisper if you pick over Leon Bailey because Jamal Low play better. Jamal Low play better. What kind of who actually evaluate these games? Jamal Low one of the best forwards to Jamaica. Period.
The only winger you have over Jamal Low is we just call him name is the one that we were leaving off. No man,
Gray.
not Gray. We don't see Gray yet. We can't grade Gray. Is why the man name? We just call the man name and the man name slip me that we were leaving off. What kind of Paris? No Paris, mate. No.
Cephas and Paris, those are the two names, and Whisper were added in it because we know that people already start to say it from before. So those are the three additional names. Let me give you the guys that made the list. You had Bobby Reed, Bailey, Damari Gray, Hutchinson, and Low. Those are the five names that picks themselves.
The only winger we have over Low would be Bobby Reed.
Okay.
Everybody else is below Low.
Based on Jamaica's performance, I agree with you.
Based on performance in the unit.
Jamal Low plays better for Jamaica than actually Leon Bailey. Me now ask you.
JD, let me say something here, quick. You know, I remember when Jamal Low, right, made a big mistake, right? He scored a goal, and then after that, the coach took him off. I never forget that match. I think that is what holding him back.
He came in, he created a goal in the first day. He came in, he scored on the first day, right?
Yeah.
He scored
the match against USA. Right after that,
he came back, he scored again.
Every time him do those things, them pull him. So I guess when he come in, him have to try those scores.
Taj Mahal, you're disrespecting the youth, man. That is just pure fight against. Because what? Mikey Ballin said there's no way that Whisper can make this team. Don't ever say that. Don't ever say that because there is a way. It's called a JFF. It's called a JFF. No, I don't think injury. I don't think it's called a JFF. Believe me.
JD, me and man talk about injury. The season them not done. Our season are going right now. Only MLS I play right now.
Taj Mahal says, MLS playing. Taj Mahal says, and also European competition still alive with the English competitions as well. Taj Mahal say, he make him talk, I'm not take it back. But Taj Mahal, we give you the facts, and you don't want to change. That means you're just on a team and you're not going to change. But when it come to facts, Jamal Low is one of the better forwards for Jamaica, stats-wise, and also actual in-game stats like goals and assists.
JD, the goal was scoring in Mexico where Bobby Reed scored. Guess who caused it? Guess who pressed the player and get the ball after the player foot and he reached over to to Bobby Reed. No, attack the midfielder and take the ball from the man and the ball bounce off of them foot because of the pressure when man put. Him cause a goal, you know. Him cause goal. And Bobby with him spectacular just finish it. So when them man talk about them need for
I don't.
stop it, man.
Tajman, stop the foolishness, man. Tajman, me not sign for no football assignment. That's the one thing me sure of. Jason, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. And everyone, big up on yourself, guys. Guys, if you honestly believe, because I know others won't speak, you know. I saw Dima come in with his narrative saying that he would pick the player. So Dima might be feeling the same thing, but I don't know. So Dima, turn up and answer for your foolishness when you comment first before. All right? Yes, Dima, turn up. So, anyways, anybody believe that he should be picked? Whisper should be picked over Low? Let me know. All right, I don't know who. Anybody will say that no watch football, never watch football a day in them life, ever.
To be realistic, based on the exploits of Cephas and Paris, in your wildest imagination, the two of them would have to be below 75% fitness for Whisper to be considered.
No, but I know Jamaica's corruption. It could happen over those two. But Jamalo, it can't happen because the guy have the physical proof to show why he needs to be in the team. That would be Jamaica's biasness. If Jamalo drop out for Whisper, that cannot happen on no planet. If that happen, me no stream, no game. The man put off a block. Me wouldn't stream no game. That's the only way. If me wouldn't stream a damn game here, me not ask you. So if Jamaica want that happen, me will never report back on a Jamaican game. If that happen, me not ask you. Because that coach that wouldn't have no sense. Me can physically say that, no care what kind of education him have. Me not ask you. That would have be the biggest robbery in a football. That is how confident me is. Me I tell you, I'm stand up to that. So click me here. If that happen, Jamal Low get dropped, for Whisper, me no report on a Jamaican game again. So if you don't want to get me out of the space, please convince your boss to do that. I will never see me report on a game. Me not ask you. You must be mad. Taj Mahal, you know nothing about football, brother. Me not ask you.
JD, move on.
Let me move on to the striker then. No, me want him click that. Me want him click that.
JD,
that.
JD, a football we talk over
here. A football me study. If that happen, me never report on a Jamaican video again. Because that means Jamaica not going nowhere.
I do to Whisper. And the worst thing, you know, JD, when them pressure with you say them thing and move, so them say we are fight against the youth.
No, them say that because that means no football sense.
No football sense.
Yes,
JD,
straight up.
You know, the striker them.
Football me study, me no idiot. I'm want Jamaica win. So you know disrespect Jamalo, and Jamalo better than even the best player what Jamaica talk about.
Yeah, show up big time too. Every time.
All right, so see, Travis said Bailey is a sure pick for Jamaica, play good or not. All right, fair enough then. That means Jamalo have to pick then because he play good.
Yeah.
So me not understand. But anyways, let me move off of that and we go to strikers now. Yeah, with no apology. Click me. Me say that. If you don't want to get me out of this space, me glad too. If that happen, me glad. Me will stay in my backyard and watch my TV from far. Yes, go ahead now. Strikers, let me get to strikers now. So Taj Mahal, no you're gonna vex with me, but a reality me deal with. Alright, yeah man. Drink some water, JD. No man, nobody not stress me out, man. We have a good vibes, alright? Yeah man. JD, the man say Whisper any 20. Well, if him say that, the coach say, me no respect the coach from today. Me sure that. A football me attack and me study football, me sure that. Me now go take out Jamal Low for nobody. If me only say the only way me can see him at the team unless for Paris or Cephas. But not for Jamal Low, that don't make no sense. So make sure on the context me properly with what I say. Alright, go ahead now. So the forward line now. Me no want to water man. A big up JD, Chippy, Dan and any 10. Okay, well no problem. Me will accept Leon Bailey even if he not play good. And any 10 because me know him have the quality and him put him work out. Me understand that, but you now go tell me say Jamal Low forget drop. I just that me upset with you. I just the Jamal Low drop, you know. And you whisper inclusion, you know. If them listen to me, you know. And the Jamal Low dropping my problem because me just feel like say a foolishness people try to talk, you know.
Oh, so
So if
So
they want to anybody else, any other Jamaican born, me not a problem. Them do what they want to do. But if the guy come in and play good, I want him to get him respect. You can't tell me say foolish me talk. Come on, to get him respect, brother. The man play good for Jamaica. So why not pick him? Big up yourself, Drew Fortis, and the man will just come in, smash the like button if you know in a real one. Go ahead. Leader for the two strikers. You see it? I saw it like hard to pick the team in the room, you know. Can you see a beer war going to pick a 23? All right.
No man, no man, the two forwards pick itself. Easy thing.
Shaman Nichols
Captain
and Michelangelo.
Jamaica. Yes, Shamar Nicholson and Captain Jamaica.
Shaman, so anyone object to that? Anyone want to say which stuff from start over the tournament now? Because that will not go tell
So
me
you
that
want the
the early
pastor to
game.
start fight? You want to get an objection for the those two? You want the pastor to join the fight?
No,
Please.
you don't need to join the fight. Go. Martin, give your two strikers.
same with leader, no objection. That would have been my two strikers. I know three striker we are bringing out just two. Much left on the list.
That's it.
That's
23.
it.
Yeah man.
Yeah, that's the strikers. Them left people listed as wing forwards on the list and strikers as well. So those are
Okay,
the
yeah,
two
man. That
main
am I.
ones.
Yeah, man. The
Do
same
All
we
right.
thing.
have 23? Do we have 23 players now, JD?
Yes, we have 23 players now.
Okay,
Exactly.
okay. If we did not have 23, I would just say roof. But since we have 23, that's it.
Roof,
That's it.
Roof not playing in the football, brother. Roof just a come back from
Yeah,
injury.
man. Just talk
He
again.
was injured
JD,
again in the
we're
season.
selecting the team from the list. I would select Roof back from injury over all the other strikers if we didn't have. But since we have 23, he's not considered.
Okay, yeah,
Hold
and
on.
see, guys, I'm not biased. I would not pick Roof. I would not pick Roof. It shows that I'm not biased. I want Jamaica to win the damn game. That is what I'm
JD.
all about. Yeah, go ahead.
JD, what did Pastor say? He would pick Roof first
Even
over everybody else?
no, aside from the two we just pick. Yeah, that's what I
Okay.
mean.
Okay.
Leader, you need to drink some water.
Well, JD, me I cut out still in a but
Almaty.
All right,
that's my
take care,
squad
big up.
man. Big up the
All
panel.
right, so
And
let me go to the chat now because the chat get me really heated, you know. Boy, after me have a good stream, I think so. Me have a good stream again. And the man them come back again. Brandon said, "Is it possible to see Whisper over Cephas or Paris, depending on the coach?" Um, I don't think so either, you know. But I know the corruption in Jamaica, so it is possible from that side.
Austria.
It-
The Austria thing, that's when we'll see how they do. Because they'll
yeah,
have
but
more than 23 there. So
yeah, based on the performance, I would say no. Those two guys should go in ahead of him as well. Boston says, JD, there's a very big reason behind Whisper's inclusion, and I know you know the reason too. All right, I'm here to talk on the squad and chop up the things. All right, guys, we have 180 in the house. Massive respect to come at the bun down building. So make sure to smash the like button, make sure to share the video, and make sure to click the damn video. All right, yeah, man. Cause when me talk, me not take back the talk. All right, but make sure to adjust my argument, not me. Um, did really want to see Whisper get a run against Mexico, playing with the top players and see how he looks. So it will difficult for me to say he should be in the team. Dirty Harry. All right. No, I never said he should be in the team, you know. You get me? But I'm just saying, um, people have to come into the chat because Demo start this, you know, Demo, and then him run gone. You understand me? Three same type of forwards. No. Shaman Nicholson different from Mikel Antonio. Them still believe in a Boza. Yeah, but Boza still better than all of them, bro. Boza Boza is still the best local striker. You no matter what kind of Anansi story people may give you, Boza is still the best local striker. Two striker, 21 name already on the sheet. Big man, we have 23 players. Andre Blake 1, Boys Clark 2, Wade 3, Ethan Pinnock 4, Damian Lowe 5, Latibody 6, Bernard 7, Wes Harding 8, Lambakisi 9, Hector 10, Amari Bell 11, Greg Lee 12. Then we have Ravel 13, DJ 14, John Russell 15, Bailey 16, Gray 17, Low 18, Hutchinson 19, Bobby Reed 20, and then the one that we pick over Cephas. Cephas are well, again to make the 21, and then we have Shamar Nicholson and Antonio to make it 23. Jason, we are counting. We have a list right here. All right, that's a nonsense question. Uh, and this future talk, I don't think we have no stable future, this we need to address this future talking about who is for the future and stuff. I don't think we have no step. The only player I can say is down for the future today. We can categorically say because we have such a big pool now of young kids. I would have to say it's Lambakisa. And if he does not kick on for Wolves next year, and you have 10 more players kick on, like Latibody maybe start getting big time and cement his place, and then you have other right back coming up. Lambakisa would have been pushed back as well. And remember, we have players from 17 to 23.
Hold on. JD, let me just say something. The backline itself
Yeah,
is basically there's a team there for 2030 already, because when you look
thank you.
look at it. Right. Bernard is 22, Latibadir about 22 also. Limbikisa 20. Come on, you have King that
That's what
is
I'm saying. So
21. No man, you have a ready
when
made
you're
team already.
when you're talking about the future, you're saying Whisper is the future. How can Whisper be in the future when I can name 4 other strikers? No, that is 1 year older than him. That is ahead of him in the same club that he's going. 4 strikers, that can play for Jamaica, and 2 of them already say they want to come and play for Jamaica. So this future talk is you just want to prefer local players, and you just want to say that. But if I posted the videos them and show you, so we should not talk about no future. A holy man right now have at least a 1 year gap in the team is Lamekisa. Toss up between Roof, Burke, JD, for the other striker slot. But we only can bring 2 strikers, Travis. Only 2 strikers because we pick so that means you have to use Low as the third striker. Low would have to be the third wing forward striker. So because he can play central striker as well. So he would have to be. You have to have people in that that route. We have 20 more minutes here. Big up Real Suit. Big up all of the man them. But just a whisper over Cephas, not Paris. All right, I understand what you're saying there. But I'm just trying to tell you that you have Madasil and those guys that are playing in England now. That is ahead of Whisper, and they are Jamaicans. So I posted those videos separate. So I'm just trying to say we can't say nobody is stable for the future. And you saw me said the one player I could say for the future. I'm not even sure if he's going to be for the future, which is Lambekisa. And I'm not sure because you have Latibody here, he's playing right back, and he's 23. He's still young. You understand me? So you have to understand that Jamaica have a good problem. So don't let me turn it into favoritism. Let me turn it into who is actually playing. I think that is fair to say. So I don't see Whisper as the future. I see him as one of the players them in the pool, and he's not even first or second in his position as well in our pool. So Jamaica should go very far. In the future, Jamaica should be a dominant force in the Concacaf, at least top 4 for the next 3 cycles, unless JFF mash it up. I'm not asking you, because if you tell me say Whisper is that good, and I'm telling that you have players that are better than him, no. Jamaica should be qualifying for 3 more World Cups, including Whisper, Madasil, and all of them on that team. And everybody have to agree with me if you're going to stand up and say Whisper is that talented. Because you have the guys them that where he's trying to go, they are doing it now. You get me? And you have Hutchinsons and the Tyler Roberts them coming in, and you have the Clarks them, and you have the American side. We didn't even touch on the American guys them as yet as well. That can play for Jamaica. So guys, this is not a 80 and no player. This is about showing you the depth, because a lot of you guys only focus on one player, but you don't know the talent that Jamaica has. So get behind Jamaica squad. Believe me, they have a lot of good players coming through. And I saw Jamaican-born players that are very good, but don't get the acknowledgement. And I think if they get the right help, like my boy that play defensive central, Malachi Douglas, And my boy that play wing and attacking midfielder, what's his name again? That plays for Portmore. Play for Portmore, man. You know him, man. Satchwell is a very good player. Those guys just want some help, and they're going to be good. So Jamaica should be okay, no problem. Why so many defenders? We need them. We need them because remember some players are going to play centre back and right back and left back as well. Yes, Madasil is Jamaican. He's Jamaican. Just type in all the name, guys. The calling number, I don't have any calling number. Barstow is Jamaican as well. I think Barstow would be the first best striker Jamaica have as young kid right now. I would put him ahead of Eva Clark and those guys because they draft him up to keep him in Chelsea to solve the striker problem. And you have to be good for that to happen. But we have a little bit of time. We have 15 more minutes, so I'm going to give the 15 more minutes to leader and the pastor. So leader, what do you have to add to that? Am I over? Am I jumping over the gun, or am I accurate on the quality of players that can play for Jamaica?
Okay, let me just go first. I'm going to cut in a couple of minutes. Okay, right now the coach made a statement that a lot of the things he's doing now, he won't be here to, take advantage of it. But many cycles down the road, we will see. And we saw it when he brought in a number of those kids for the TNT match. And we see it now with a number of these guys coming in, right? Because if you notice, he's not going just for people that are going to probably have just one cycle, meaning they're near 20, 29. You see him bringing in 21, 22. You see the idea what he's going for. Because one of the problems he saw, and he mentioned it, that most of the World Cup teams, he get average age of what the team should be looking at when they're going into the World Cup is 21, 22. So if you see what is going to happen eventually, even some names that we see as staples now, we're going to see them easing out eventually over time. So let's just see what happens. But it's on the right track. You're saying it exactly. Yeah, man.
Yeah, because remember, guys, all I'm saying is these guys are coming out to tell you that they want to play for Jamaica. They are telling you. Mother still came out and told you Barstow is the next one that you can go, and I think you have to go and approach him now. Because if Chelsea turn around next year and he's there as one of the strikers, you're gonna say that he might not like Jamaica and all of those stuff, which is not true. It's just the time that you approach these kids. You get me? Yes, Travis, I'm just saying in the future we're going to have a lot of local and overseas players playing at high level. So Jamaica should be around qualifying for World Cup for the next 3 cycles. That's all I'm saying. And you never heard me say that before.
JD, you did 4 separate videos with 4 Chelsea players that are doing their stuff at Chelsea. Now, at the university, let's say all of us is studying theology, which includes Greek and Hebrew, which are no longer spoken on a day-to-day basis. I already passed the Greek and Hebrew course. No matter how equipped the student coming in is, they have not yet sat in that program. So by any stretch of the imagination, I am ahead of that student coming in. No matter how good you are at languages, the reality is Whisper is trying to get to where these 4 guys are presently operating. We are not here to discuss whether he can be better than them. We are saying they are light years ahead of him now.
And
two of those have declared their interest to represent Jamaica. So Whisper is not only behind Cephas and Paris, he is behind those 2 too.
When they get their passports and stuff.
As soon as they get their passports, Whisper get relegated down to number 5. India number 3 now. Because if you're going to uphold any kind of standard, what Paris is doing Whisper has only suggested that he might be able to do.
Yes, that is true.
What Cephas is doing, Whisper is only suggesting that he might be able to do that. We don't see him doing it yet.
Yes, that is true.
So,
The potential there.
so Paris and Cephas is ahead of him. Right now, we're number 3. The day those two guys in Chelsea get their paperwork started out, Whisper gone down to number 5.
Until him can prove himself to come up back.
Until he get the opportunity to prove himself, so he can move himself back up the ranks.
I agreed. I agreed. We have to be honest to ourselves, guys. Remember, guys, when we come here, we are discussing Jamaica football. So stop thinking that we have any personal vendetta against anybody. We like all of them. He's listed as both Ricardo Baggio, a forward and a winger, because his coach said he can play forward. But what we saw him play is wing forward. So he's a hybrid between both. All right. We have a person coming on, Jason. We only have 10 more minutes, only 10 more minutes. So we're going to give Jason his time. Jason, go ahead. But before we go ahead, guys, how much likes is on? Are we on 1,890 likes? Because that means you can't get content cut tomorrow if we don't hit 200 likes. So telling a friend and uncle and auntie. So even if you don't like how we say, you have to like the video because you don't want the content crack for waking up tomorrow. All right. So, anyways, Marlon says Barstow contact make already. So that simply means people contact him already, and that would be incredible because I see a big future for this guy. You get me? So go ahead, Jason, because we have a chop off in 9 minutes.
All right, yeah. Just want to touch on what I heard in the squad. I guess the big argument was when we got to that last winger spot. So it sounds like it's either Cephas or Paris, right?
Yes.
Okay. So for me, I wonder because the coach has been playing with a 2-striker system at times, and it looks like we only put 2 strikers in the actual 23. I just wonder if the coach would want a third option based on the formation that he sometimes deploys, or are we thinking that some of the wingers can play supporting striker?
Jamalo can play lone striker as well. He can play.
Jamalo or Omari Hutchinson.
No, Omari Hutchinson can't play lone striker, only supporting striker.
I mean, you could probably put Gray in a role like
and Gray can do it. Yeah. And Leon Bailey did it this season as well too. So don't take out Leon Bailey as well. Leon Bailey did it, and Leon Bailey did it in the Mexico game as a supporting striker.
He did.
So so we do have supporting people.
All right, cool. So that control that one. I like the idea. I know some people are saying 9 defenders, but you made the point. That's a valid one. That a lot of those guys are I guess you could say utility because they can move around. There are some that even are defenders that could potentially play a deeper midfield role as well. So that is another flexibility that I think the coach will like with the team you guys selected. And I don't really see any issues with that team. I think that team is close to pretty much what I would want in the 23. And the last point I wanted to make, just to touch on Leader's last point about the average age, I think it was a good sentiment to bring that up to the fans to say, yes, we need to bring through some youth and stuff, but let's not overdo what this average age thing is. Argentina won the World Cup. Does anyone know their average age at the World Cup? It was 27.9, right? 28 years old. So youth is important and we need to have them around the setup. But when we're picking the actual teams to go and win things, we cannot overdo it. The lowest age group in the entire World Cup that just finished was the Ghana team at 24.7. So let's just keep that in mind.
And immaturity cost them big time in a few matches.
And if you look at the names in the list of the age groups, the teams that went further in the tournament were all over about 26. So let's not, a lot of times we fall in love with a narrative and we don't look at the big picture.
Yeah,
we need to remember we cannot go so young in these tournaments.
Jason, I'm not going to argue it, but I will do that next time. But I'm saying having the guys available and around the pool still helps because you can end up like a United States when you have 1 and 2 older guys to get them over the line because you need the younger players just the same as you need the older players then.
Yeah, but I'm saying in order to have an average of 21, 22, that means you're sprinkling in old guys with young guys. But we need to do the opposite is what I'm saying. We need to have them around, but that's how you keep the age at a 26 or a 25. mixed in with the experience. You understand? We can't
Yeah.
just go all young. That's the only point I was making.
Okay. All right. Reggae Boys Nation TV says, who named Barstow? Barstow is one of the Chelsea forwards that's in the U21. So, like how they're going to ship out 12 players, they brought him from the actual lower leagues to bring him up to put him in the Chelsea team. So, he's going to be one of them in contention for Premier League places. So, go and check him out as well. A lot of Jamaicans know about him, man. I am surprised that Reggae Boys Nation TV don't know about him. Yeah, man, he's ahead of Mothersill and those guys. He's the one that came back in the Chelsea U21 team and kicked out them from getting their position. So he's one of them. He's a very good talent, man. Very, very good talent. Can play lone striker, can play wing forward as well, and he scores goals. All right, so 194 get us to 150 likes. So how much likes we're actually on? Because we only have 5 more minutes to go. How much likes we're actually on? That's what I've asked, Big Boss. Yes, just look at the likes count and let me know. So people take 5 minutes to get it up closer to the 200 because of the morning clock. And then it just leave for the rest of the day for marinate. Mothersill, Dian Rankin, Barstow should be in the Jamaican team. But remember, we can't say they should fully be. If they have been contacted and say they want to play, then we can talk about it. You understand me? But we know that these guys, Mothersill, says he will play for Jamaica. So at least you have to put him up to his word. 127. Oh, you can't do that, guys. You're not gonna get any content crack tomorrow if it does not go past the 150. JD, me know that you say. Okay. Yeah man. Satchel is this move. If you said Satchel going to Austria, he's gonna play in the league. Send me the link for that, Mr. Travis. Send me the link for that. That would be a big help for him because I think he's a talented player. Not because he played for stats, because people will say I am biased. I heard people say that in the Manning Cup because it's my team. I'm biased towards this player. No, he was a good player and he proves in the end. Because every opportunity this guy gets, he proves himself. So we have a lot of talented players. We have Satchel, we have Whisper, we have we're not gonna lift out my defensive central brother Malachi Douglas. He's not, because I think he might be at this point in his development, I think he's disrespected in Jamaica. Malachi Douglas. I think even his coaching staff disrespect him.
Him and Romain Blake, I think, get disrespected.
Yes, they are disrespected in Jamaica because they are good as any Jamaican talent, any local talent, anyone, everyone, included Whisper as well. They are equally as good. They are disrespected in Jamaica, may I tell you? You get me? But as I say, people, smash the like button, share and subscribe. Thanks everyone that joined today. If it no reach 200, we not get no late conversation. We have a next video that we could have dropped, but we're not dropping it. We are gonna make sure we respect the thing. So if we don't get 200 likes, not even 150, 200. If we don't get 200, we now start an extreme. That's what it is. So thanks it again, people. All of the man will come on the show. Me have some things to do, and me have to pick up my daughter as well. So yes, again, massive respect, man. Take care and big up. All right.